some sort of fey fiend?
Sure. They do not typically enjoy fire, as I understand it. Or maybe I've gotten my fays and fiends confused. No.
Is it?
No, you're quite right. Fiends, well...
Is it double weak to fire, or is it double strong
Is
to
it
fire?
double strong to fire? Does it like the fire? I suppose there's only one way to find out. Anyway, I've never had a flask.
Other ways. Any other tentacles sprouting up?
Not that you see immediately, no.
All right, I'm gonna move over close to the well and hold the action for the second we see something else pop up. I'm stabbing it.
Okay. Laya, what is your attack?
14.
That does not hit.
Son of a bitch.
Sir Roland.
A full carapace.
Ooh. I got a 16.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage on that, and then Orlo, you're going to help her. So Laya, go ahead and please roll me another athletics check, please, with advantage.
And Roland's going to do another Divine Smite.
Okay.
With advantage, I'm nat 20, baby.
Nice. And then also go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
Dirty 21.
Damage, Sir Roland?
10 conventional and 9 radiant.
Okay. So Orlo's trying to pry Laya out of the tentacles, and as Sir Roland kind of comes through and cuts, the pressure releases, and Orlo pulls up on Bonebreaker, and Laya tips forward and falls into the well. But she grabs herself on the edge right before she falls in.
Yeah, I just immediately reach for her.
You're very easily able to pull her up. Like, you can, like, grab her by the ankles as her face, like, tips into the well.
Yeah.
Top tier Dungeon Master. A+. It's going on Yelp.
It's going on Yelp.
5 stars.
And as you kind of tilt Laya back up, you hear the rumbling kind of subside. And Emmerin... go ahead. What?
But can I, like, just, like, as I'm, like, my face in this well right before they pull me up, can I just be like, come and get us, you bitch?
Sure, absolutely.
We
Can we
maybe
stop
ought not to
pissing off-
challenge the...
Can we stop pissing off the god monsters?
Never.
Right,
The god monsters.
we should go. We have more pressing matters at hand. People we can actually help without being killed in a well.
Look, part of why we came here is exactly for that bitch. So if there's something to be learned here, we gotta stick around.
Oh, well. In that case, Bonwo,
He looks up at you and he's like, yeah.
is there a place in town we can get any alchemist's file?
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
I assume you're a man who can pull some strings.
Yeah, I've, yeah, we can.
Yeah, and he's going to kneel down to where Bonwo's sitting on the ground and say, "There. Now listen. Something very awful is going on in this town, and for now, I'm going to need you to not let on that the illusion has been shattered for you. Also, please do not sit in that chair again. But if you could have somebody send for a crate of alchemist's fire, or better yet, if you yourself could bring it up. As many flasks as you can get your hands on. I know it's a pretty rare substance, especially in these times."
Yeah, I'll try to, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir.
In the meantime, I would suggest probably not staying up here. You can use my facilities as you need, as much as you want.
All right. Well, when you come back, will you answer a few more questions for us?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
And
So, Rolly, what you got planned with all this alchemist fire? I don't hate the stuff, but you want to burn the city to the ground, or?
No, just the well. I mean, it seemed pretty cramped in there, and it seemed like when I hit the things with my sword here, it did not particularly like it when I channeled the radiant energy of my Ares through it. So,
Well,
in
that
my
suggests some sort of fey fiend.
sure, and they do not typically enjoy fire, as I understand it. Or maybe I've gotten my fays and fiends confused. No,
is it
no, you're quite right. Fiends, well,
double weak to fire, or is it double strong?
is
to
it double
fire?
strong to fire? Does it like the fire? I suppose there's only one way to find out. Anyway, I've never had
There
a
were
flask.
other ways.
I figured we could burn the thing out of the well. It's not,
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard,
You know,
except for,
I'm-
the water.
Okay, well, I'm going to get Bonro out of here. I think that might be best. So, and I'll just
Have fun.
Bonwall, you may want to belay the alchemist fire.
so I'll just kind of like help him to his feet and kind of start making our way back down the steps.
As you pick him up off the ground, he's like, "Thank you. Thank you."
All right. As we're all going down, then it's like, all right, Bonvo. So you said you talked to her a couple of days ago. What is it she told you?
Emmerin, perhaps we should give him a minute.
Well, we don't have a minute. We don't know whether or not she's going to come back within seconds. If we're going to get information, we might as well get it and get it the fuck out of here.
Can we at least wait until we're inside if we don't want everyone to know
No, that's
what
are
he
inside.
just saw?
We are inside. We're going down the stairs back to his normal area, right?
I mean, you're outside. Perspective,
Like a cliff face staircase.
You're alone currently, but it is outside technically.
It's like a favela.
Yeah.
All right, then Emmerin will sarcastically gesture to all the people who will hear us.
It'll give him a moment to compose himself, and
Sweet Christ.
he'll feel more comfortable in his quarters.
Oh, for the love of higher. Fine.
Too soon.
5 people pop out of the bush and just are like,
Oh, so she was right. There were people that could hear us. Sorry, I take it back. Anyway, yeah, so we go downstairs.
so
This whole time, Orlo has just been like looking around for Bartholomew.
as you guys get down to the bottom of the stairs, Steve has consumed a majority of this tentacle, and Bartholomew is still trying to drag it out from under him, and he keeps snapping at him as he gets close enough.
I thought Bartholomew would be dead by this point, so that's good for him. He's scrappy.
He's a badger. They don't give shit.
So I go over to where Steve and Bartholomew are, and I just kind of get in between them a little bit, and I use the bottom of a bone breaker to try and split the tentacle in half.
You could very easily do that, especially with how much he's eaten already.
Yeah, so I do that.
He's not happy about it, but Steve...
Bartholomew's very happy about it, I
He
bet.
is. Steve begrudgingly lets the rest of the little piece go that he hasn't nommed on.
Understandable. I just look at Steve and I'm like, hey, buddy, you got to share.
All right, now that we're inside, or wherever we are, Anvo, what did she say to you?
I can't be sure now. She told us that we needed to protect ourselves, and that something was coming to destroy our way of life. And I suppose she's not particularly wrong at this juncture, but I also don't think that it was for the worst.
And I'm glad you see it that way.
I do now. And he kind of looks over at Sir Roland and kind of like gives him a nod.
Roland nods back.
Well, we have reason to believe that she might have come across something recently. Something particularly strong.
Like what?
Do we know? Really? We just know that she's come across a powerful artifact recently, right?
That's basically all you know.
Well, powerful magical artifact or something.
This is a powerful magical artifact.
What?
And he kind of like gestures back up to where you guys just were. All of this. Our people have been drawing their power and their magics from here for centuries.
It's not something
that's never gone wrong before.
It's also not something she would have acquired recently. So probably not what we're looking for.
Were there any specific effects that the severance had on you here?
Not that we noticed immediately, but also I can't be sure what is real at this point now.
What else has changed for you since Rolly helped you out?
My memory is very foggy at this point, but I think I could probably come up with some things. And as you guys are having this discussion, you hear a commotion behind you. And as you hear these noises and all this sound of like, it sounds like people running, and you hear Steve and Max and Bartholomew now chirping into the commotion of everything. You turn around, and standing at the entrance where you guys came in is Protector Durza and another person that you do not recognize that's standing shoulder to shoulder with her. And Durza kind of snaps a look over to the group of you and goes, "What have you done?"
What have we done?
We don't know.
We're not sure.
We're innocent.
No.
I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
We're innocent.
We've been right
As
here
he
the whole
wipes-
time.
Wipes tentacle blood like off of his shirt.
So
I mean,
next
Stephen
session-
Bartholomew ate the evidence, so
That is true.
So next session, Rolly boy, you gotta hit him again, right? Like you gotta hit him both with the
Yeah.
check from good and evil, and just see what happens.
Well, here's the thing, man, is that I
Can't.
I was pretty liberal with those spell slots for the for the divine smite, and I've got
details.
one level 1 spell slot remaining. So we'll see.
And I have no more demons in me.
Don't worry, I have plenty.
We probably should have taken a nap, y'all.
Well, everybody.
Hold on, Durza. We'll answer your question in a minute.
Oh, look at the time though.
Sorry, it's time for our siesta. We'll be with you in a couple hours.
is there a tavern around?